shirt.
But they're not even big enough.
Let's focus. Stay
They're
focused.
kid classes.
So today it's going to be a fun topic. We're going to talk about the differences in our childhood upbringing that we notice over our long, illustrious marriage. Um, so, rags to riches, rags to riches, rags to riches. Hey, anyway,
We won't even try to pretend to be cool, but
I am cool.
no.
So anyway, we come from different backgrounds. I grew up in poverty. She was maybe like more middle class.
You call me bougie, but it's middle class.
So we have some striking differences. We're not gonna go through all of them, but we're gonna highlight a couple today. So we're gonna start with the first one, and that is the difference between a rag and a washcloth. So when we first got married, I would ask her, like I'd be in the shower, I'm like, hey, tell her, give me a rag. And so the first time I asked her that, she handed me like
like you clean a car with.
Yeah, like a rag that had like, you know, that you clean the toilets.
Might have had a little Armor All on it. Or,
yeah, you know, that you clean the toilets and all that type of stuff. You know, one of those around the house that you wash, but it's kind of for that stuff.
So what's going through my mind is, why does he need a rag in the shower? Because he did holler out the shower, hey, can you grab me a rag? I'm like, okay, maybe he's trying to clean the shower while he's in there.
Right, so she handed me that and I just looked at her like, you trying to be funny, right? You know. But that was one of the first differences we noticed, you know, so they call it washcloth.
Yes.
Like, hand me a washcloth, and then this is a rag.
Because with that, you're washing your body, so it's a washcloth.
It's a rag.
Do you call a towel, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Start calling it washcloth.
Rag. So I have adjusted because sometimes she still think it's funny. If I say hand me a rag, she'll hand me a rag, and no, that's not what I need. And so being the person that I would always take the sacrifice in a relationship, all my fellow husbands know this out there. You know, I just take one for the team.
Next.
All right. So the next one is this. We actually got into this today.
This morning.
She says wearing proper attire in the different seasons.
Yeah, whatever season it is, you need to have on proper attire.
Right, but the main one is the winter season that we have very different. We're different.
No, you're different.
So she bought Carson some shirts that like short sleeve.
Preparing for the next season.
And he's like, Daddy, can I wear that? I'm like, yeah. Cause I'm like, if you're inside, it don't matter if you have short sleeves or long sleeves. When you go outside where it's cold, you put on a jacket. So you can wear a short sleeve whenever you want.
But my question to him was, so why do they make long sleeves? And he says,
I mean, so if it's
because when you wear long sleeves, you don't need a jacket. And
yeah.
I just don't know
So
where
this is
comes
my
from.
so say for instance like 60 outside. That's not like jacket weather. So that's where you put like on a long sleeve, you don't need a jacket. Or if you have short sleeves, you put like a thin jacket on, or like an inner liner jacket. But when it starts getting 30, 20, that's when you wear a big jacket, regardless of if you have short sleeve or long sleeve. And then she also then put them an undershirt under the long sleeve. I'm like, that's so many layers.
So we grew up having an undershirt, a shirt, and then your jacket, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes we wear beaters for like, I wear undershirts like maybe to church for like a dress shirt, but my thing is.
No, you didn't.
Well, I mean, I did
because
at times.
when we were dating, you used to wear Under Armour.
Yeah, because I was always ready to perform at any time. I was ready to perform whatever sport that may be.
Whatever.
But anywho, I tell her, I was like, if you in the house, a short sleeve or long sleeve doesn't matter. It's the same. It's not like it's freezing in the house.
But you're also talking, if you've ever seen Lamar out, or you know him well, it can be 32 degrees and you have on shorts.
Well, that's just, I mean, and I told her, get used to that, because when Carson gets 13, 12, most boys do that. All the mothers can attest to that.
Do you not feel the cold on your legs?
It's not cold. It's just, you know, as long as your arms is covered with a jacket. Okay, so then I would say another one would be.
Number 3 is what?
It's about like laundry. Like, well, not laundry. It's more so
we
like.
We had this discussion this morning too.
Right. Or more so like when you put the stuff up in a hamper. So I didn't grow up this way.
Okay.
But more. Yeah. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that one instead. Yeah. I know where she was going. She's talking about on like washing the loads. That's another thing we have an issue. So I grew up 2 loads. You got colors and then you got whites, like the lights. That's it. She does like 10 loads, like blues, reds, lights, pinks, white.
Well, you don't want to wash your reds because your reds will bleed. So
how many of those? So name all the ones you do.
So I do a dark load that includes blacks, dark grays, and blue jeans. That all goes in one.
Okay, don't go through the whole.
No, you told me to explain it. And then the next one I do a whites, where it's just light colors. Okay. And then I do a color one. And then I wash the towels and linen separate.
The towels and linen, so that's 2 more. So anyway, when we do the laundry, she does like 6 loads. So what I do is
when
she's not here in this laundry day, I dump them all in there, and I come back. She's like, "You did all of that fast?" Right, because 1 load. Like they all okay. The kids grow out of it in 3 months. It ain't gonna be having no bleeding. I don't even know what all that process means. So anyway,
colors.
So yeah, loads, and so she does that whole thing. So basically, like today we got like 8 loads on the floor, and she goes through. It takes so long because you gotta wash 8 loads, and then you gotta wait for each one to come out to fold.
But it doesn't get dingy. It lasts
longer.
None
of the stuff is gonna get dingy. You know, like we washing every day, and like we don't cycle our clothes.
Every week.
And so anyway, so that one.
Okay, go to your hamper discussion.
Well, that's not really. Yeah, we don't really got to talk about that.
No, let's talk about it because it's important.
That's not a childhood thing. She just.
It came about before we were married, so. I count it.
So, guys, y'all know it's a sweet spot. So, you got the hamper, you got it in right outside the hamper. So, like, the hamper is stuff that's dirty. Then the stuff outside the hamper is, like, stuff that you may have wore, like, just to go to the store or something that's not fully dirty. Like, it has, like, more usable life. So, you can use it for, like, another day or 2. So, that's outside the hamper. But sometimes when it's time to wash, she comes and pick all that up. But I'm like, no, I was wearing that later today. So it wasn't ready. Its useful life has not been complete.
That makes no sense.
And so
you just need to wash it.
Yeah, when it's ready, the next day.
All my stuff is ready. After I take it off, at any point you put it in the hamper. It's dirty. It's been exposed to the outside world. I thought of another one.
She come in. Oh, you've been exposed, especially with COVID. COVID's on our clothes. Oh, you outside. Don't sit on the bed. She don't like nobody sitting on the bed from coming outside. We didn't grow up like that. You came in, just jumped in the bed.
And we also grew up, you had to turn the bed back. The comforter, not the bed. Because, the comforter, you had to turn it back.
Right.
Before sitting on it in your street clothes.
Yeah. Oh, and the last one I just thought of is another one about when you grill. So guys, gals, when you grill, you got the hamburger and you have the hot dog. That's how I grew up. You grill the hot dog. They called it
wieners because the hot dog is the composition of both.
No.
It's both the bun and the wiener.
Yeah, that's crazy. She's from Alabama. They don't know nothing about grilling. So that's called a hot dog. It's all a hot dog. You put the hot dog.
So what is it? Is it still called a hot dog when you don't have the bun?
The hot dog is the meat. The bun is you just put a bun. That has nothing to do with it. And it's called hot because you put it on the grill. Hot dog is hot.
They don't call them hot hamburgers. So that doesn't even make sense.
Hot dog, hot diggity dog. But yeah, so that's it. That's all we're gonna talk about today. But yeah, comment. I want to hear y'all thoughts, especially on the outside one, because we have this debate all the time. And like Carson he had his shirt picked out. He was so sad. She made him change. I'm like, he is in the house. Why can't he keep his short sleeves on? Well, it's cold outside. No, you put a jacket on when you outside.
Something else right quick I say linen, you say sheets. End of discussion.
All right, anyway, deuces.
Bye.